We got you here, so we're winning.
All right,
We're winning, bro. You see that? We got real cheap. We're winning, dog.
I'ma give them what they want. She gon' give me what I want. I'ma give them what they want.
What's up, y'all? I'm your boy Snow from the What They Want podcast. Y'all like these t-shirts? We got some new merch in. We got this. We got mugs. We got tote bags. We got everything you could think of, from your mama to your sister, your aunties, your cousins, everything. But make sure y'all tap in. If you're liking the episodes, comment, share, subscribe. But hey, make sure you tap in, SlaboArts.com. Welcome back to the What They Want podcast. I'm your boy Snow.
Danny Slab.
And I want to introduce a special guest today. He goes by the Royal Chief. How you doing, man?
Man, chilling, bro. Chilling, bro. Appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, likewise,
yes, sir,
man.
Yes, sir.
So how you been doing?
Man, I've been solid, bro. Living life, man. Hustling, grinding.
Yep.
You know, doing the fun stuff. I've been
fun
good.
stuff.
I'm good. Yeah. Happy to be here with y'all, man.
Yeah, likewise, man. Appreciate y'all sliding through. Tell the viewers a little bit about yourself, man, first off.
Yeah, I'm a musician. I'm from Kansas City-based hip-hop artist, producer, curator, entrepreneur, a bunch of stuff, etc. Yeah. I wear quite a few hats. But yeah,
nice.
music is kind of my main thing, influencer.
Speak on this new record you just dropped,
Yeah.
High Def.
For sure. No, High Def is a record I did with my boy Code Red and Scorpio, produced by them. It's just I hadn't put out music in the last probably about year and a half. Just kind of shifting focus, going and messing around in the other fields with DJ curating. I got several events we kind of do. So I've of course been making music in the background. I just hadn't released anything, and so this is just getting back to the release, man, and working. We got something bigger on the way, so just stepping back out.
So how long you been doing music, bro?
I've been doing music. I started when I was 13. That's when I first started writing music.
Okay.
Professionally, probably since I was 20. About 20 years old is when I decided, like, all right, I'm gonna do this like for my life.
So how old are you now?
I'm 33.
Oh, okay. So we right in that same realm.
Yeah,
okay.
about to say, yeah, probably
All
around
right,
the
good.
same
All
age.
right, good.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I want to ask you this question, man.
Uh-oh.
Why you say uh-oh?
Uh-oh. It was the way, it was how you said it. I was just like, uh-oh.
How did you get linked up with Current?
So I got a friend that's been working with them for several years now. She does a bunch of work with them, and she was at a different company, and once she transitioned over to the Current, that's kind of what got me like aware of the team. I always knew we had a team, but I wasn't like involved like that.
Right.
And so at that point, I got kind of indoctrinated with the team and was going to games, got cool with a few of the players and whatnot, and, just supporting it and whatnot. And so they had a initiative, their Black Entrepreneurship Series that they work on. They do it every year during Black History Month. And so they needed a host for this year's. So they hit me up and was just like, yo, you want to come host? So I was just like, yeah, I'll host it. And, they wanted to do like an announcement for it. So he's like, yo, we was wondering if you could do a song as like the announcement.
Oh.
So I was just like, well, I told him, yeah, I'd do it. But I was just like, I'm going to just make a song for the team instead of just like a song.
Right,
for
yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, let me make a song for you guys because y'all don't really have a song. Everybody makes a Chiefs and Royals song. But I'm like, the Current don't have a song that's just their own. So I was just like, I'm going to just make a song for the team. I had a remix like for the series. Oh, nice. So yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, because isn't that like their theme song now?
They use it. I don't know if it's their theme song yet, but that's what they may as well be.
I mean, bro, you're right in the middle of the stadium.
Yeah.
Like,
I
mean, you got the access all the way to, right there, smack dab in the middle of the city. Because that's what I was like. That's the funniest thing because, like, I follow sports all the time and stuff like that. I was scrolling through IG and, like, I don't follow the Current, but it popped up on my selective stuff.
Yeah.
And it was you performing and you had all the KC Current stuff on. I go, I know who the hell that is. I was like, I swear to God, that's Chief. And then I had to dive in a little bit more. I was like, it is.
Yeah.
How the hell did that happen?
Yeah. No, they were super excited about it and, had me come out and kind of do the one mic in the stadium, which was crazy. So.
Yeah, because I've been following you for a minute, man. Like you, I'm trying to figure out what the lineup was, but I think like Abnorm was the headliner of this show, and it had my brother on it, and then it had you on it as well.
I'm trying to think. Was that
Riot
was that
Room.
on the? I'm about to say, was that a Riot Room joint?
Yeah,
probably so. Riot Room. They don't know about Riot Room, man.
Yeah, Riot Room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was like Royal Chief, Abnorm, and then like my brother was on that joint too. So I was just like, I was like, damn, this is actually a dope ass lineup all the way around.
Different time, man. Good old Riot Room, man. Missed that place.
Yeah, that's exactly what we had Jordan Baumstark on the other night. Yeah, and he was talking about, he's like, where the hell are these shows going on anymore, man?
It's not too many places outside of like Record Bar that kind of
that's what he said
got
too.
things going on, you know what I mean? And Record Bar, they super dope. I fuck with them heavy, but yeah, it ain't too many like the mid-tier places or that energy and that feeling we had at Riot Room don't really exist.
Not exactly, no.
No.
Riot Room is just a crazy ass experience all
bro.
around. Yeah.
Time.
Yeah, now I don't even know. You go to, I think, the tin roof, I think it is, or something like that?
Yeah, so they got it. It's like the Riot Room at Tin Roof or whatever. They like kind of did some remodeling in there. It's cool. It's just, you know, a lot of time it don't be the space. It be the people and.
Well, yeah, it's like you can go to the patio and then you can go inside. It's like snowing outside. Oh, okay, everybody come inside.
Yeah.
It's just a different vibe. Like, I love that place.
It's cool.
You know.
Yeah.
Man, so I want to figure out, man, what your influences were, man. Like growing up and stuff like that. And it doesn't always have to be all hip hop, you know. It can be all whatever.
As far as hip hop, I think Kanye West was a big influence at that time. We ain't gonna talk about him today. At that time, he was a big influence. I was a big Ludacris fan at that time. He was definitely a big influence. Who else? The Game. I fucked with The Game heavy. At that time as well. Obviously, like Lil Wayne and whatnot, you know, that was peak during, you know, middle school, high school. You know, he was the fucking god at that time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. You know, those guys. And then, like, the next generation, like the Kendricks, the Coles, for sure.
Okay, so you're diving.
Crit, you know, all them, yeah.
Like the blog era?
Blog era, for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, that's because that was when I kind of started. You know, I started writing at 13, but the blog era was when I was really started, you know, again, taking it serious.
I think that's like the last big era right now.
For sure, yeah. It's the
you
last,
got the
like...
Drakes and you got the Kendricks, and then it's like, who is going to take that next... Right?
Yeah. It's weird, bro, like kind of where music is, because it don't feel like nobody's... Like you said, you got Kendrick, Drake, Cole. It don't feel like nobody is that big... like after them, you know,
right?
And nobody kind of in the new generation feels like they're gonna get to that level.
Yeah, where they can take that torch and run with it, because
exactly.
it's hard, man.
Yeah, bro, it's a different beast.
Because I mean, that's what like Game was running West Coast for the longest time, and then he gave the torch to Kendrick. Well, they all did, but
yeah, they pass it on, and
it's like who else can really run it besides?
Yeah,
Drake's and the Kendricks and the J. Cole's.
Man, somebody got to step up, bro.
Because that's what he's like, big three.
That's what you hope. I don't know, man. Music's just in a different place. It feel like the thing about music today is like everybody kind of lives in their own bubbles.
Yes.
And so it's like I don't know if the way we consume it even will allow for somebody to get that big. Because everybody's just like, I got the stuff I like, and I'm only listen to the stuff I like over here, and I'm not really going. Like it's a lot more like mid-tier guys instead of just the super, super big guys, you know what I mean? Yeah, some people just be cool with that. And just like, you know, I'm making money, I got my deals or, you know, whatever, and then that's fine. Like some people don't want, you know, the big thing, and I'm trying to sell arenas and stuff. Some people it's just like, hey, that's cool.
I'll do these little mom and pop spots. And
so, you know, just love like the Trumans and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Uptown, they like, I'm just cool with that.
Yep, they are actually.
Me, I mean, I would love to do arenas.
Hell yeah. Me?
Fuck yeah, definitely, bro. Put me in the fucking arena, dog, for sure. Yeah, arena me, dog.
He said arena me, dog.
Arena me, dog.
Yeah, I mean,
how did you?
Yeah, but you're right. Standing at midfield, I saw that video. Yeah, I mean, that feels something. When you're looking around, you're like, oh, I did this.
I mean, shit, I pass that damn thing all the time, and I'm just looking at them like, that's a dope ass arena.
Yeah, that joint's nice.
Yeah, and that's its own other thing.
I low-key just want to go to a damn game, but like the damn tickets are fucking sold out before you can get a hold of them.
It's people love that team, bro. Like they really support it, and it's actually dope to see like being in there in the stadium in the atmosphere. Like it's
I bet, especially around the river too. What's up with the parking, man?
So they
got you parking in some gravel and shit.
The parking is tough because they like building. Might get a nail by accident, you know what I mean? But it's cool. Like give it like a year, and it's gonna be A1.
Yeah, I mean, the Riverwalk is pretty dope.
No, the Riverwalk's dope. They building all that infrastructure down there. Like, they about to build, like, the streetcar and everything down there, so it's...
Oh, really?
Yeah, they about to... That joint about to be crazy. Like 2026, 27. It's gonna be wild down there, dog. And they good. Like they cold.
Yeah, they're good. They're really good.
They're really good. Like it was a game away from the championship last year, and they've been whooping ass this year. Yeah.
Hey, get us some tickets.
Yeah. right. I got you.
Area right there.
I got you.
You need to get some tickets, man, because like every time I try to get in there and it's like sold out. I'm like, damn. Well, yeah, and like Tech be up there and like all types of like mid celebrities, all that shit. Like it's crazy, and I mean, it's dope because like when you drive past it, even like at nighttime, the whole damn thing's pink.
Yeah, they put the lights on the field. Yeah, bro, it's nuts.
It's crazy. All they're doing is growing grass.
Yeah,
It's crazy to me. It's like, dude,
it's like a big old pink glow out there. It's nuts.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, because like one of my homies shoots the games for him, and I'm like, dude, just give me one ticket. And he's like, they don't give us nothing. We just get the media pass.
Yeah.
You know,
no,
so
crazy.
it's hard to get up there. So that's why I was like, when I saw it, I was like, is that Royal? I was like, okay.
Yeah, man. It was dope. It was a good experience.
So I want to ask you, man, what made you come up with the Royal Chief? I mean, obviously with KC, the Royals, and the Chiefs, but I wasn't wanting to put all that together.
Yeah. I mean, but that's really what it was. Crazy. A lot of people don't like catch that, which I feel like it's like right there. But so for me, I used to go by a different name, and so I moved to Atlanta when I was 20, and I was down there hustling, grinding, and the name I was going under at the time just wasn't. It was a name a lot of people had.
No little babies or something.
Right. You trying to get your at name right and figuring you got to put a number in there. Like I was like, I need something that's like me, that's easy to find, that doesn't have like all that behind it. And then I wanted something that represented Kansas City because I was away. You know, I wasn't here, and I was just like, I want something so wherever I'm at, I'm always representing the city. Yeah. Anytime you type it in, it's always just my connection to the city, no matter where I'm at in the world. I was just like, shit.
Got it. That's
city names. I'm gonna just add them together, and that's gonna be me, you know. And like I said, nobody kind of really had that name anywhere. You know, all the username was available everywhere, and I was just like, well, shit, that's gonna be me.
That's dope, man. Yeah. Because when you listen to your music, bro, you really don't sound like Kansas City.
Yeah, that's funny. I feel like a lot of people say that.
But that's dope though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's the same thing like with my homie Nave Majo.
Yeah, my guy. Shout out Nave.
Yeah, like when I listened to him and stuff like that, even before I even met him and stuff like that, I was like, this dude ain't from Kansas City. Well, I mean, it's the same. I was like the same thing. When you start to venture to those different places, man.
The influence from where you at, because it's like, you know, I'm in the South. I'm in the, you know, it's Trap City. I'm around the industry. I'm in it. I'm living it. I'm seeing it all in real time. So it's like you pull that stuff and add it to what you do. And
what made you move to Atlanta?
So my brother passed in 2012, and he was like my biggest supporter when it came to like the music and whatnot. And so I had a dude who was managing me at the time. He had a connection to a studio down there called Tree Sound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that studio actually.
Yeah, joint. Probably the biggest studio down there. Joint's nice as fuck.
Next to Stankonia.
Yeah, Stankonia is pretty big.
Yeah.
Pretty big too, yeah. But he had my manager at the time had a connection down there, and so I knew I wanted to leave KC, and I was just like, it was going to be L.A. or Atlanta, and so he just had to connect. So I was just like, well, I'll go to Atlanta. So when my brother passed, I was just like, you know, he was my biggest supporter. I was like, I need to go do this for real. So I was just like, you know, fuck it, I'm moving. He passed January 2012, and I was in Atlanta September 2012. I was just like, I'm out. You know, I'm going to go try. You know what I'm saying?
Of
really
course, yeah.
Attempt to do this shit for real. And so that's really what inspired me to go down there. Like I said, I went to Tree Sound. I was living inside the first about year and a half I was down there. I lived inside the building, and was just hustling, dog. Grinding.
So how did you love Atlanta? I went down there, bro, and I spent like 3 days there, and I was like, this shit is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I love it down there. That's like that's really where I had like my adulthood. My early adulthood was in Atlanta, just, you know, experiencing different things. All of that, man. It's a super black city, which I hadn't really experienced, you know, being from here, like black culture is not like as big of a thing. You go down there, like black culture is very prevalent in Atlanta. Right. You know, there's almost like a little slight culture shock in just seeing that and how much, you know, black people are around and doing so many things down there. And so I loved it. You know what I mean? I loved being around it. I loved being able to be around the industry for real and like see people who I idolized and see how music was really made and how labels worked and marketing and just the game. You know, I was able to really take it all in like firsthand.
That's dope, man.
So yeah, it was. I love it, man. I love Atlanta, man.
Yeah, because that's what I was just telling this person I was talking to and whatnot. I was like, dude, I went to the Trap Music Museum.
Yeah.
What the hell's that? And I'm like, well, you walk into one room.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of bricks.
Facts.
You know? And she was like, hey, what? I was like, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, but that's the vibe, though. You really get it, bro. I loved Atlanta. Like, I went to Cascade.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, this is a vibe, bro. I feel like I'm literally in ATL, the movie with T.I.
Yeah. That's you. Yeah, all that shit that you seen on the screen from your home back here or wherever. Like it's
Atlanta.
real. It exists and it's bigger than even it looked on TV, dog.
It's huge. Because
It's
I remember
huge.
I drove through downtown, and I swear to God, I think I drove through 6 downtowns. I was like, this is ridiculous, bro. Like, where the fuck am I?
Atlanta is a great place, bro.
I love
man.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
I love Atlanta. What else is on your to-do list, man?
Man, to just keep building, bro. Like I said, right now we rolling out this music, this project. I got several things I've been building on wax, kind of like DJ focused events I do. We got like a DJ battle and some decades parties and whatnot that I do. So building that. I got Region, which is like a jazz focused event I created with Eddie Moore.
Okay.
So yeah, it's about regenerating like the jazz scene in Kansas City and kind of bringing
That's
it to
dope.
modern day, because I feel like people kind of do jazz like it's the 1920s here.
So do you play an instrument?
I don't know. So usually we got like Eddie plays the instrument. He plays the keys. So usually for me, I'm getting up there and rapping, but over live jazz instrumentation.
What got you into jazz?
It's hip hop is a derivative of it.
Yeah, like
You know what I'm saying?
planets
So yeah, so it's just natural to me. And plus, like I said, whenever I perform and stuff, I have a live band, so
oh, that's
it's
what's
just
up.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he has the whole like.
yeah. We be going.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, man. So I do that. I partner with Ruby Jeans. We do juice jams in the summer. So yeah, building that up, man. I think that's it. Maybe something else like I got the movie club now.
I was about to hit you. I was like, what's up
Yeah,
with this
yeah,
B&B?
So I partnered with B&B Theaters and we started this movie club, which is super cool, and it's just fun, different. I love movies. You know what I'm saying? I be going to the movies all the time, so it's like, you know what? Let me see if I can do something and bring my people and have it be like a community thing. And so that's been fun. We saw Sinners a couple weeks ago. It was like the kickoff for it.
Okay.
So that was dope. So yeah, man, just
So I'm confused as to what it is.
the movie club.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically
It's like a book club, but for movies.
essentially, yeah.
Oh, that's
so it's
what's up.
like a group of us. We'll kind of got a group chat and we'll throw out the movies of the month, and see like what
Right.
we want to go see, and then we'll come in, go up there, see the movie, and then right after we'll have like a sit down discussion
Yeah,
about
that's
it.
what's up.
Yeah, man. So yeah, it's just like a book club, just with movies. Same thing.
That's cool.
Yeah. So just for me, bro, I'm just creating all the things that I wanted to see or that I didn't have. Like all the platforms and shit that I wish existed when I was, young and trying to come up
And now you have the ability.
Yeah, now I'm just like, now I can make all this shit myself. Like, fuck it.
He said, no, fuck it.
Fuck it. Ain't nobody gonna do it. I'll do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, man. Because, I mean, you got the most, I can honestly say, like, within Kansas City, man, you got the most unique ways of, like, the movie club,
Yeah.
KC Current. You're going outside the box with things, you know.
Yeah. And
I mean, even that hat. What is that hat?
Yeah, man. It's one of a Sovereign hats. So whenever we pop up with our merch table, we got like a hat bar. So like the hat usually will just be blank, and you just come in there and like pick all the stuff that you want to put on there, and then we like heat press it there and put the patches on and like the
What?
Yeah, man. It's cool.
I need to get one with the snowman on it.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm with it.
If you got a patch or something, or if we got like some snowman stuff on there, we definitely
We can get a patch, yeah.
Yeah, you get a patch, man. We can press it on and
That's
do
hard,
it
bro.
up, custom, make it however you want it.
That's
Yeah, I
hard.
like how you have that band across too.
Yeah,
With your little
man.
charms and
So
stuff.
yeah, it's got the charm. Like we put the charms on, or like I said, the pins.
So I want to ask you, man, what influences your style? Because it's different, bro. It ain't too much of Kansas City, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
Man, it's crazy you said it. I ain't never thought about it. I don't know, man. Like I I just got shit that I just think is cool. You know, yeah, I'm not for sure about that. I mean, I got the corduroys on today. I fuck with corduroy shit all the time.
That's what I said off air, bro. I said, what the hell are those?
Yeah. No, I like a few different things. These are like a Asian style pants. So
Yeah.
I do fuck with like a lot of the Asian fashion. So I pull things from there, man. I really, I don't know. That's a good question, dog. I just see stuff I like, bro. I just see stuff I like, and I'm just like, I can piece some shit together. So I'm like, if I see something I like, no matter where it is, you know, it can be in a thrift store, it can, you know, be some whatever, and I'm just like, man, I can add a couple things, add some layers to that, or you know, throw something together. So yeah, I'm
with it, man, because I like there was a few episodes back of the podcast. I had some crochet shorts.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like they're crocheted with like the Carolina Panther colorway.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, and I'm just like, man, I'm gonna rock them. Yeah.
That's
but the only thing that's bad about it is you can see my boxers through them. So it's like, damn, I gotta wear black ones. I gotta wear black boxers.
Gotta wear the black boxers.
I'm stepping out in those, you know, and I definitely
or just match the color.
Yeah, get some
baby
blue,
baby
blue
boxers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be kind of a little weird, but yeah, I mean, definitely that's why I like to ask people like what influenced their style, man, because like, you sat there and said Kanye, but Kanye is really who brought style into hip hop.
In a sense, yeah. In modern day, like recent hip hop, he definitely has kind of been at the forefront of, you know, fashion, and like really probably the first rapper to go that heavy into fashion. You know, you always had guys like dabbling in it, but like as full on style and making a brand, he's probably the first person to just, you know, go that crazy. I mean, you see the result. You see how that Yeezy brand took over.
It took over. Everybody wanted everything.
Yeah, it was nuts. And so I'm that type of shit be the type of shit I'll be on. Like,
see, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
let's make like real tangible things that mean something. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, it's a legacy. You want to create that legacy where it's like, man, look, like even if I'm rocking whatever I'm rocking, you're not gonna catch too many people with it.
Yeah, you know, or you know what I mean, or it's like you just see some fly shit you like, and it's like, look, bro, I got you here. You know what I mean? I got a pair you can get. You like the hat? Cool, we can make this joint for you. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, dog.
I'm definitely gonna have to get something like that.
Oh, for sure, we got you.
Yeah, definitely gonna get some shit.
He loves hats.
Yeah. Hey man, I got you, bro.
Hey, I get hats. I'm trying to get like a crochet bucket hat.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, bro. I follow this dude on Instagram. I think he calls himself like the trap designer or whatever. But this dude be making vests and crochet type shit. I'm
Can
like,
I show you the full mask one that Snoopy's daughter made for me?
No, not at all. No.
Oh, it's dope. Thank you very much for that. It's hella dope. I'll have to show you.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to get like even with a couple of podcasts ago, my mom threw away these glasses, and I was like, nah, these glasses are hard, and they're like they go from like blue to pink or whatever.
They were like John Lennon in his acid phase glasses, so they were real hip.
Okay.
In like the late 60s, early 70s, they'd be, chicks, girl, guys would rock them.
Okay.
Yeah, and I throw them on. You know, my mom's like, I'm throwing this away. I'm like, I'm gonna throw it on and figure out what I can rock with it. Like, you know,
that's part of the process.
Especially inside, if you can't see, you know, it's not like they're blacked out. Like you can see his eyeballs, so it's like, all right, if you want to wear them for the little bit of the interview, like it's not like you're blocking off the conversation.
For sure.
But yeah, I rock those.
Shit.
Yeah.
That ain't nobody really got. That's the thing. Ain't nobody really gonna be pulling them out.
Exactly, bro. Like I'll be wearing like those Deion Sanders blenders.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Them big things. It's like this big. It's like, hey, man.
No, I feel it. That's
I'm all
how
about
I be
throwing
with, like,
something together.
The Oakleys. Like I'll definitely throw on the Oakleys, man.
I got some T-Pain Oakleys.
You got the T-Pain, man. That was a time.
Right.
That was a time, dog.
Damn right, yeah. I got some of those. I actually wore those last year at Tacos and Tequila.
Okay, yeah.
You know, so you got High Def dropping. Well, it's already dropped. My fault.
For sure.
Yeah, and what else you got dropping, man? Because you said you got this project. You got a lot of things working on.
Yeah. So we're entering we call survival season. High Def is just the start of that, dog, and so we got it's basically an album that I'll just be parting out. You know what I'm saying, into several different EPs. And so High Def is the first single off the first EP. So this survival season. This is the season of fire. So dog.
Who's on the first EP?
First EP, I can't get it away just yet.
Dang.
Can't give it away just yet.
Dang, we're not getting any exclusive.
I can't get a feature list away just yet, man.
Gotcha. Okay.
Once we get a little bit closer to.
I'll put a link in the bio and you can research yourself. Okay?
Yeah, for sure.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah, man. So yeah, this high def is kicking off the season of fire, dog.
Got it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. I gotta ask you this question, man, because even when I first met you and shit like that, I was like, how in the hell do you know CyHi the Prince?
So when I was at Tree Sound, they used to, artists would show up there all the time. Like it was T.I. used to be there often. Drake, J. Cole was there. 2 Chainz, Andre 3000, Sierra, everybody.
You're talking about CyHi though. I mean, all respect to all of them, but CyHi is.
So he was working out of there, on the regular. So he'd come in, and I wasn't an intern there, but living there, I would just hang out with the interns. It was low key like being at a frat house that like famous people would come
Got
to.
it. Okay.
Because they was all fresh out of college or in college interning there, and then I'm around the same age as them, so we just hanging out. So we'd be in there playing the game all the time. We'd be playing Madden 2K or whatever. So CyHi would be in there working on sessions, and then he'd come out, take a little break, and then come and play 2K with us. So we'd be in there just, fuck around, play 2K several different times, and then one of the days he was just like, yo, I'm here working on this shit for Ye, you trying to come listen to it? I'm like, fuck you, I'm gonna say no.
Right.
So this was when he was working on Yeezus. So he took me in there, and he played what became Bound 2. I guess technically it was Bound 1 at the time, but he played that. And then I think Black Skinhead is what he played. And he was just, working on the records. And of course, I'm just like, man, this shit is crazy. I ain't never really heard no shit like this before. And from there, I just kind of built up a relationship. Like every time he come, we go play 2K, talk some shit, whatever. And then he just started inviting me to his sessions. And that just turned to him inviting me to the crib and let me, sit in and help him write for Ye and all that type of shit. And he took me on tour. Was that 2013, 2014? It was just relationship shit, bro. The fucking 2K, that's really
fucking 2K.
Wow. 2K, dog. Playing 2K is how
many times you beat him?
Cool with him. I beat him a bunch of times. You know what I'm
saying?
Bunch of
times? Oh,
bunch of
come
times.
On,
he got me a few times. We started betting money, and that's when it got super competitive. It got super competitive. And once we started like doing that shit.
Once the blue strips come out, then
you know what I'm saying. So we was definitely it wasn't nothing crazy because I was broke obviously at the time. He had some bread, but it was getting up there. We probably at most we probably getting up to the hundreds, 200s. I think the most I got off him was maybe $200 or $300. From just running back. You know what I'm saying? And then that motherfucker, I probably got like $200 or $300. That motherfucker paid me all in ones. I'm just like, dude, I don't want your strip club dollars.
Right. He's like, I'm not going to Magic City after this.
He's walking around with $300 in ones. That's so many bills. Like
it was so many bills. They paid me in fucking ones, bro. I definitely, it was back and forth. I beat him a bunch of times. He catch me a bunch of times.
Let me ask you this: you think he gets a proper respect that he deserves?
Not just as like a writer and lyricist, because he's super elite. I think he does for from people who really look for that in music. You know what I'm saying? Like he's one of the coldest writers and just lyricists.
Yes, he is.
And
a lot of people don't know who he is.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. Just because he ain't he ain't like a big hit single artist like that. But no, he's from he get the respect from the people who matter. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's goated. Because Kanye ain't Kanye without CyHi the Prince.
Yeah, no, he was I said he had been doing it since Dark Fantasy. He been writing for him. So yeah, it's a lot of that catalog that's touched CyHi's hands. But yeah, he's definitely one of the coldest, bro, at that craft. And he showed me a lot. Like he was one of the people kind of really showed me how to make music, and that's somebody who writes every single day. Like no matter what, he gonna get in the studio and work on something, whether it's coming out, he's just gonna exercise and work that muscle. And that was the type of shit I needed to see. You know what I mean? Because you want to do it, but you don't really know what it takes to do it until you get around.
Because he gets on this like athletic like flow, and he does his thing.
It's just like every day.
His flows are always different, bro. Like
but like that's what he about. He's like, man, how can I get better? You know what I'm saying? He's super confident, so he's just like, no, I'm cold as fuck. Like I'm like that, but I'm always be putting in the work. I'm just writing. Like I said, it may never come out, but I'm gonna just get in here and let the ideas flow and let the creativity flow and write whatever.
Yeah, because he has this song. I think it was like Yellow Wolf or something like that. He's like, I'm smoking on some edibles. Some people call it vegetables. I'm like, it's very simplistic, but I'm like,
no, it's cold. He
like rewind that again. I know it's the littlest things, but I'm like, this dude is just beyond.
I mean, that's the attention to detail, though. That's
I used to love his mix.
The craft. Hell yeah.
His mixes were hard.
Yeah, he was
big
dope.
Shout out CyHi, man. Like I said, he taught me a lot.
That's dope, man. Yeah, that's definitely because when I saw it, I was like, how does that? But the Atlanta, the whole thing does connect. So I'm like, okay, Atlanta.
Like I said, playing 2K, bro. They're all stem from that
game. Then
I mean, that's how I met a few.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He meets all these cool people. He's like, man, I was talking to so and so on the game last night. I'm like, you were playing Ninja Turtles? I mean, I like turtles. The fuck?
Nah, that's dead ass at work, bro. You just playing the game and shit just work for you.
Yeah,
you just meet folks, and next thing you know, y'all be hanging out.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I met, like, Darian.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
One day he's like, I need people to play with. And I was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then he just jumped on my party one day when I was like, I was eating a sandwich or some shit. I'm like, the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And then now we're friends. You know what I'm saying? It's like crazy as hell. But
yeah, bro.
What was your team to go?
Back then, so I was a big Derrick Rose fan. So at that time, it was the Bulls.
The Bulls, yeah.
That was 2012. So I played with the Bulls a lot. Played with the Bulls, Hellas.
Thunder, probably.
I played with the Thunder a bit. I wasn't a big Thunder guy. The Knicks, I fucked with the Knicks heavy because they...
The Melo and JRs?
Melo, JR, Iman Shumpert. Like, you got them, like, secret guys who kind of secretly had the gas on there, and there was a few of them. So, yeah, I was playing with them heavy. I used to play with the Trailblazers with, like, Dame and LaMarcus Aldridge a lot. I played with the Warriors, like, right before they popped. So, yeah, it was...
Yeah, I was playing with the Cavs, and I'd piss my friend off because Alonzo G...
Yeah,
like some fucking and I'd piss him off because I'm like, Alonzo G 3, and he's like, fuck this dude, who is this guy? Bro.
Yeah, there was some secret. I had fucking. That's how Allen Crabbe was on the Trailblazers.
Yeah,
he fucking jumper was wet, bro.
Yeah,
like you find your little secret guys on teams and fuck people up.
Yep. Because then you're just like, why? This guy's not real life.
He's not like that in real life, bro. It don't matter.
Just like, I forgot, what was it? Was it 2014, I think it was? Like, Gerald Green?
Gerald Green had the gas.
Like, you just, as soon as whole lane just opens up, dunk.
Dunk every time, bro. Yeah, there was a few guys. LaMarcus Aldridge was one of them secret ones, too. It was
I hated playing against him, man. Just do post, dunk.
Bro.
I was like, damn it.
I used to fucking feed people with that shit.
I couldn't stand that shit. I'm like, beat me by a 3, okay, but you're just sitting here beating the shit out of me like I'm Shaq in 06.
Yes.
I'm like, damn it.
You go in the post feeding them. Fadeaways. Yeah, bro. A time.
Yeah, that is a time.
Hell yeah.
Man, I want to ask you this real quick.
Yeah.
Because we're going to ask you this question down at the end, but right now I want to ask you this because what's your Mount Rushmore? We're going to do 2 Mount Rushmores this time.
Okay.
But I want to do this because what's your Mount Rushmore of NBA players?
Of NBA players? So Michael Jordan is number 1 for me.
I was kind of figuring that one, yeah.
LeBron, of course. That's 1 and 2. So Michael Jordan, LeBron. The thing about, there's always going to be like the debate on where he ranks. But I feel like Steph has to be on there simply for the impact. Like,
yeah, he did shake up a lot.
He's shifted the league as far as 3-point shoot. You know what I mean? Like he
had Dwight Howard shooting threes.
Yeah. Like like when he came on the scene and did what he did, bro, he completely shifted the game and everybody moved towards 3-point shooting and he's the best ever. Like he's the best shooter ever at all facets. 3-point, he's fucking cold at mid range, he's free throw, all that shit. Like he's the best. So I feel like he's got to be on there. And then I probably. It's tough, man. 'Cause I want to put like Kobe on there.
That's what I was wondering.
I was like, you put Kobe.
Yeah, I was like, you put Kobe.
Like I want to put Kobe on there.
Kobe's got to go before
who
LeBron,
would
right?
the alternate be?
But it's like you got like a Kareem, right? And it's like, because realistically, Kareem got a case to be the GOAT. He has his own case to be that.
What's your sixth man then?
So it's like,
I gotta ask you that now. It's like, what's that
what's
sixth
the
man
sixth
coming
man?
off the bench?
Dr. J?
He said Dr. J.
Dr. J. Nah, it'd probably be
Well,
like a Magic or
Magic. I was
somebody.
about to say, it
Yeah,
has to be like
Magic.
Magic.
Yeah, it'd probably be like a Magic. But it's
That's
one of them. It's Jordan, it's LeBron. Steph got to be on there, and that fourth is just tough. It's
Not
either
Barkley, though,
Kareem
huh?
or I fuck with Barkley. It's not Barkley.
I
I fuck with Barkley, but it's not Barkley. But it's probably them three, and then it's either Kareem or probably a Magic. I'd probably say Kareem, just out of respect for the positions.
Position.
Like,
And
it can't just be all
basketball.
You know,
He
what I
created
mean?
his own move, man. That sky hook.
That's what I'm
is
saying. He had the
nasty.
sky hook. Like when you talk about an entire basketball career from like college to pros, he's probably got the best career. Like, he dominated in college. He dominated in the pros. He probably has the best, like, just full on straight basketball career at all facets.
that was before they really learned how to play defense on him.
You know, but like I said, I mean,
Would
I
AI be
don't-
up there then?
I don't put AI up there. AI. See, the thing about AI is like his impact was crazy.
Thank
You
you.
know what I'm saying? Like, like he's got his impact and his impact on the culture of like the game and like all of that. You know, he came from the streets. You know what I mean? And he brought that to the game. Like, he was the first person who had the tattoos and all the accessories, and he had the
Rose.
What's up, gang? And
His
he had
girlfriend.
he had the the braids and all of that stuff, and kind of brought that style to the game.
But he had that signature move too, a crossover.
Oh
man.
yeah, you know, he had
That
the crossover.
Crossover in the jumper. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't put him on the Mount Rushmore, but like he's one of them top names of like his era, like that
Right.
2000s,
For sure.
early 2000s for sure.
Because I was about to say, in Georgetown and in
Yeah.
pros, man, he was killing it.
No,
Yeah.
he was balling.
He had a run.
I mean, he had to run into Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah, unfortunately, he wasn't never able to really get the chip. He only had the the one opportunity, but yeah, AI was.
I mean, you
a
try
dog.
running against them too. Them dude, that's two people I
Yeah,
did
man.
not want to run into.
Yeah, bro. Last 3P we saw, man. Yeah,
That is the last three-peat. Damn,
They was
that's
like
crazy.
that. They was like that. But
So
yeah.
I want to ask you this too, man. What's your favorite barbecue place to eat in Kansas City?
Jack Stack #1 for me.
What?
I agree.
Jack Stack #1, Gates #2, LC's #3.
LC's.
Yes, sir.
I like
Yes.
LC's. It's a really slept on spot, but
Yeah, LC's like one of them low key spots. Like, don't nobody ever bring LC's up like that, but that's my 3.
Okay, shout out LCs. I'm coming to eat.
Shout out, man. Pop up on LC's, bro.
I want
it's
some
literally on
burnt
the
ends.
corner. You'll miss it.
Yeah. You'll miss it.
You'll
It's
miss it.
definitely get your GPS right.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you'll be sitting there driving. You're like,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Their parking lot's like 4 car deep.
Right. But
crazy.
yeah, LC's, man.
What is it off of Shoto?
There's one. I believe there's one up there off Shoto. I go to the one down in the city.
In the city?
Yeah.
I didn't know that there was 2 locations.
Yeah, I didn't either.
But yeah, I believe there's one off Shoto as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, LC's, man, get right.
Okay.
To get you
All right,
definitely
yeah.
get right to go in there, man.
What you get?
I usually get some ribs.
I'm a rib fan, yeah.
Always
Ribs and burnt
fucking
ends.
with the ribs and burnt ends, man. That's the go-to. The go-to, man.
You eat swine?
Yeah, for sure.
You like
I
pork?
mean, I can't
You like a good pulled pork sandwich?
for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I being from here, man, I can't not. Like, I love to just stop fucking with it, but
Because I'm Jewish and I really shouldn't also,
Yeah.
but it's like, man. Sometimes
That's
some
the
pork
thing,
ribs
they-
are great.
that sounds easy to you here in a barbecue city. You just
Right.
like, yeah,
I
bro,
just, yeah.
I can't eat it.
no.
But no lie, I do eat bacon.
It's,
but-
bro, it's one some bacon, pepperonis. I can't not eat pepperonis.
I guess you're damn right. Yeah, it's
That's
pepperoni.
what I'm
I guess I
saying.
eat swine. Fuck it.
That's what I mean, bro. It's just it's too good. It's
Right.
too good, dog.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you just got to be particular about what
Yeah,
you
that's what I said. I ain't going
ingesting.
crazy on it, but like
Sure.
I said, I can't give up pepperonis. I don't think I can give up bacon.
Yeah, bacon's really hard for me to do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. So, what made you want to get into your the influencing bag?
It kind of just came about for me. So I went full time in music in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped working and went full on music. And so my sister works in like the social media space, and she had always been in my ear about how I need to find a way to get like into influencing and how it can like overlap with what I do, musically.
Yeah, for sure.
And so after not, working no more, I was just like, well, I'll jump into this, especially after the current thing happened. That kind of just opened up a lot of businesses and people kind of seeing the value in that. That was almost like the stamp of approval from them. And it just opened up a lot of the work, in other areas. And from there, it's just kind of been on and popping really since the end, bro. Like I was dabbling in it before that, but that was kind of put me over the top.
Nice. So shout out to your sister.
Man, shout out my sister, dog. Jamz Wayne, hold me down, dog.
Shout out.
Love, all right.
Who in the local scene right now, man's got your ear?
In the local scene, that's tough, bro. Because we in this weird space, like in the local scene, like
Yep.
it seems like a lot of people who were doing stuff that kind of died down, or people are trying to figure it out, or I think a lot of people are getting adjusted to like the real world. I think there were a lot of people who thought something was going to just pop off, and now like they didn't go viral.
Way.
They didn't and so they're transitioning to like real life, and they're getting older, and they're I've seen a lot of people just stop and like
because like
retire.
I'm spending money on these subscriptions for these things to make the music and the artwork, and now I've in the whole bunch of money.
Real life, you got
and
folks
you still gotta pay
have kids, you know what I mean,
yeah,
all that type of stuff.
That.
Like the real world, I think is getting to a lot of people, so it's been relatively quiet than what it was a few years ago.
100%. Yeah.
So there's a few people I think about that I'm seeing are doing things, but I ain't really seen. Like I said, we're almost like in a reset right now.
So who are those three people then?
So like you got like a Sophie Hayes. I fuck with what she doing. There's a dude named Paris Williams. He's been doing some stuff.
We've heard about him a few times, I think, on a pod.
Yeah.
Asia Sion spoke very highly of you.
Asia, oh yeah, man. Asia, she's solid. Asia's solid, man.
Yeah, she spoke very nice things about you.
I appreciate that, Asia. No, she's good people. She would be a name who's been active recently. My boy Lameric Supermoto. They've been hella active recently. So yeah, man, it's like I said, we just kind of in this weird reset where it feel like things have died down, and we kind of
people are regrouping
and trying to figure out like one, if they really want to do this, if they're really like that committed.
Because summer's about to hit, so if you're gonna put out a summer joint, like it's already May. So,
yeah, it's basically the time. Like
yeah, you better start promoting it now. And
yeah,
you better drop on the 22nd.
Yeah,
when the pool's open or whatever.
Facts.
So I gotta ask you this then, man. What you're sitting there saying, like the people that try to go viral or they try to did whatever and then it kind of faded or whatever the case would be. What keeps you motivated and it keeps you opening the pen?
Man, I just been doing that phase for me was a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Like I decided
you've grown past it.
Yeah, like it's I understand what this is. It's like this is a real grind. This is a real commitment. I know music and I know how to like survive off music. That's why I do this full time. You know what I'm saying? The goal for me is like never to go viral. I just want to build a base. You know what I mean? And that's like I think of it like you figure a 9 to 5, a basic 9 to 5, you're probably making what 40, 50, 60,000 a year. Right. Yeah. And it's just like, man, if I can make that off music, that's not that much money. But it's enough to survive, right?
So
like,
if you get a couple passive streams and you
get some streams, you sell some merch, you do a little touring here and there, you may get some sync placements or something. It's like, man, you can get to at least 40, 50,000 off music alone. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody thinks of it in like being a millionaire and getting millions of streams and all that. And it's just like
nothing to grandiosity of it.
Exactly. And it's like, man, if you could just basically swap out your 9 to 5 income, but make it off music.
Right. If Monday through Thursday, the songs I make on those days pays my rent.
Yeah, you're doing it.
It's like right.
You doing like you're a musician. Like you're living the dream.
Right. Or the studio time I'm selling for these evenings pays what. Yeah, I get it.
And so I always thought about it in that sense. Like, bro, if I can just make 40 to 50,000 a year. Now, obviously, I want to get to more, and I can grow to more. But just right now, if I can just get to that, then that's cool. If I'm just living off music and I'm not having to go take my mind off the music and work on some other shit, go work 9 to 5 and have my capacity split between that, then I'm okay. And so that's how I like frame it in my mind. That's how I'm able to stay motivated and do what I do, because I'm just like, man, I can make enough off music or music related things. You know what I mean? Everything I do from Regen on Wax, it's all music related. It all pours back into what I'm doing, even all the influencer stuff. So it's like, man, it all
goes in one cup.
It's an ecosystem. Yeah, it all goes in one cup, and they all feed into each other, and it just bolsters what I'm doing. It's just like, you just got to frame it right, dog. Like,
someone gave me some game the other day. They said in your 20s, you're figuring things out and like putting all these pieces together and lighting all these fires.
Yeah.
And then by the time you're like 29, 30, you figure out how to like turn these fires and you put them out and you figure out how to make some sort of revenue out of it.
Yeah.
Or you're like, oh, this is not going to work, and you're on to the next thing. But it's like, it takes that time of trial and error and messing a bunch of things up. Actually realize, all right, here's what works, here's what doesn't.
For sure.
And so now you're at the age, in your, early to mid 30s where you're like, I got a plan now.
Yeah,
so by the time you're, in your 40s, you're like, I'm grooving now.
Exactly. I know what I'm doing, and I know how to, attack it properly. And like, that's the thing, is just framing it the right way and understanding like what success is. Because like I said, if you're able to live off your art, then you're successful. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. It ain't, I got to be making 5-6 million. Like, yes, that's the goal. That's where you want to get to. But like, if you're just living off of it, then you've made it. You're just gonna get better from there.
Yeah, and it's all about the grind too.
Exactly.
Like if when that push comes to shove, and you just get pushed over, then it wasn't made for you anyways.
Yeah, if I could sell a painting a week, I'd retire. I'd be down here in this basement all day long.
Yeah, man.
Just making things.
Yeah, and like that's the like kind of why you got a friend. Like, man, let me just get to selling the joint. Let me just sell for a month. You know what I'm saying? And it's just
and
like,
I do tote bags and other small items too. So it's like just a couple things and just to build. Maybe
just build it up. And, and it's just again it starts to feed in on itself, and it's like, oh man, our podcast is growing and that's popping. Now we got another stream. You know what I mean? Like, it's just.
And we've had the consistency too, which I think a lot of people don't. And like you've
That's the
alluded
hardest
to,
part.
like you've had the consistency and realized how you've ramped it up. I've noticed that in your music. And it just same thing here. It's like we've had the consistency long enough. So hopefully it starts to pick up on the trend, because we're not just falling off out of nowhere.
Exactly. Like that's the consistency is like the hardest part, and then once you figure that out, it's like, how can I make it better? Because I think there's also some people who figure out the consistent, and they're just like, cool, I'm just doing it, but it's just like, you're not getting better though. You're not
right. You're just doing the same thing over and over again.
thing over and over. Like, you ain't optimizing what you're doing.
Right. They're like, he was doing this, but now he added this to his
and it's
thing.
like,
right.
Now we cool. We was doing it. Now we didn't upgraded the mics. You know what I'm saying? We didn't upgraded the cam. Like, we got other content and how we present it in the other way. Whatever the case. I don't know, but like, it's like, cool, we got it.
It's an evolution process.
Yeah, it's an evolution. We got the consistency part. Now let's consistently be better.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we did kind of with the pod, man. If you ever watched like the beginning of it, there's all this painting and all this. It was literally just like 2 couches and this thing up. Yeah. And then now it's like, all right, now there's paintings. Yeah. Even the in-depth conversations we've been having with certain people, we're like, hey, what about this? They're like, huh? Just like I hit you with something, you're like, oh man, that's a hard ass question. Like,
but like that's the smart. Like, okay, how can we make our questions better? How can we make the aesthetic better so that it looks better? Like, them is just all the
we
little
do that.
things.
Yeah, we do that after every pod. We're like, hey man, what do we think we can do better at? Like, hey, like, I mean, even with myself, it's like I was like, man, it's like, hey,
yeah, you just have to cut it out a lot, and he's gotten so much better. Yeah, so much better just because he's doing it and he's part of it. So it's more natural for him to be like, "Hey, I got a question for you."
Right, you're putting in the work.
Yeah, he's confident about it now.
Exactly.
And so it's like I can see the growth.
Exactly.
Not as much as he does, but I've seen a hell of growth, bro.
For sure.
Since we started, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying, and it's all growth. And I appreciate that, but it's all growth and like repetitiveness, man. I think. What was like a couple weeks ago, we were doing like 4 episodes a week. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was like boom, 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 boom. And there's sometimes
crazy week.
Yeah, I was getting off work and I'm just like,
yes.
I'm listening to you, bro.
Yeah, we're getting off work and I'm like doing this and that. And, because I'm handling all the back end stuff with YouTube and he's handling the IG. And, because our other co-host, he's got things to do. So it's like, we can't delegate like I would like to.
For sure.
Yeah,
But you
Just
gotta
figuring it out.
Yeah,
gotta put in the
some
we
of that
make a
shit is
jam,
like-
man. We make a jam, and we got you here, so we're winning.
All right, we
We're
got you
winning,
there.
bro.
Yeah,
See
bro.
that? We got real cheap. We're winning, dog.
It's up, bro.
He's
It's
doing
up.
real shit.
We're winning.
It's
I like
up. I
it.
mean, dead ass. I'm with you, dog. It's like, look,
Appreciate that.
you either gonna make it happen or you're not gonna make it happen. And like,
See, and that's the thing, man. Like I used to, be like a manager in a sense of like with these artists, man. And like that's why I like finally, I was at a different time of my life and whatnot, and I pivoted. I was like I'm tired of doing the whole managing artists and whatnot, And I'm like I'm gonna start getting into my passion. I'm like if I could be a fan of people's art, I'm like, what's up?
Yeah.
What made you get into this? You know what I'm
For sure,
saying?
for
So
sure,
it's
for
like.
sure.
I just dived into it, and I'm like, I get to interview like my favorite artists, my favorite. We had Wings and Yak, the food truck up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we got. We had like Jessica Orozco.
Okay. Yep.
We had Curtis Braxdale, a comedian, and Who's
Yeah.
the comedian. We've had a variety, so we're trying to tap into the people, give them what they want,
Exactly.
and
It's like,
touch back, and bring it back around to what you said. It's like, what are we doing?
come
Are
on,
we
man.
dancing or are we gonna do it? You know what I mean? We gonna talk about it, we gonna do
Right,
it.
right.
This is snow nose gear right here. Yeah.
Straight
On
up.
sale, check the website, SlaboArts.
No, for
Shameless
sure,
shameless plug.
Shameless
Yeah.
plug. Shameless plug.
All right, man. So like as we get to wrapping this up, man. This is like we did the Mount Rushmores of the basketball players, but
For sure.
I want to ask you your Mount Rushmores of artists that
Okay.
formed Royal Chief.
Okay.
The Royal
The
Chief.
artist that formed me.
Yeah, something
Okay.
that like you grew up listening to and everything influenced your style.
Okay. So Ye is on there for sure.
Okay.
Pac is on there. Wayne is on there. And Jay is probably on there.
That's a
And
dope
it's-
ass lineup.
They're all there for different reasons. Like some of
I
it is
get
like
that.
the music, and some of it is like Jay-Z is on there from like the business mind and like moving as an artist and how to make it to where you can truly live off music. You know what I mean? Like there's I fuck with Jay the musician, but it's Jay the businessman. That's like
Businessman, yeah.
the inspiration for me from
Like I
from
own
that
40/40 and all
point.
that shit.
You know
the
what I'm
club,
saying?
all
Like
that
those
shit.
type of things. And like
I
how
run
to-
New York.
Yeah, like how to sustain yourself off this like true Mughal shit. Like that's why he's there for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He literally
Wayne
bought
is
the-
there for like the punchlines and the swag and the style. Tupac is there for the emotion and the
influence and
relatability,
shit.
the storytelling, and how he was able to connect with people through the music. Kanye is just there for like the artistry all around as an all around creative.
I like the way you
Those
broke
are-
that down.
Yeah, that's
it's
kind of
hella
what they
dope.
all. That's kind of how I see myself, like taking all those little things and add them to my toolbox and be like, cool, this is
Right,
what
because
I
you
do.
can't just be in one lane, and if you have
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
right,
yeah,
the more
you
tools
know.
you got in your pouch, man, dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous, dog. The more
And I've
you
heard
can
it.
do,
You
dog.
are very,
Appreciate
Very.
that. I appreciate that.
for sure.
Okay. I gotta ask this before I ask you the last question, man. What's your favorite mixtape, Wayne?
Drop 3.
I like that.
Drop 3 for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the one for me. Drop
My
3.
favorite movie was The Gremlins. Ain't got
Yeah,
shit to
you
do with this.
I just thought that I should mention. Come on, man.
You living in the vine and them little interventions.
Come on, man. Yeah, the Drought 3 Wayne, that was peak Wayne. It's probably Drought 3 and it's probably no ceilings after that.
Yeah. No
That's
ceilings is
perfect.
one of my
That's
favorites.
perfect. I
Yeah.
would say that exactly because a lot of people say no ceilings.
Yeah. No,
But
I
the
fuck
Drought
with
3
No Ceilings,
is-
but the Drought 3 was the one for me.
Yeah, because I remember my cousin was like, "You got to get on Wayne. You got to get on." I'm like, I like Wayne. Don't get me wrong. I like Wayne. This is when he had the fireman and all that. I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I get it. But then he
right.
took Mr. Jones and made it his own song.
Yeah, that shit
Right.
was when he hit that next gear, dog, and it was
Right.
crazy.
Yeah,
You had to
And
be
the
there.
6-speed with the turbo. And it
Yeah,
was like,
bro.
here
You
I
had
am.
to be there. He hit the Nas after that.
Yeah, because there was not a damn thing you can turn on the radio without that dude.
Yeah, that
He
dude
said, "I'm
was-
down like the economy." It's like, what the hell? This dude's on like bebop
Bro.
shit. Like, come on,
He
bro.
was on everything, and he was bodying everything.
Literally,
Yes.
that fucking lighter switch was
Swag,
fucking
I serve,
ridiculous.
I
Shit meant
pass,
something.
the turf,
Yeah,
Yes.
smash. This
that's
verse.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
So here's the last question, bro.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Who-
Dramatic music.
Who do you want to be on the pod next? And you gotta throw the assist to get. And I say that because we asked. It's funny that shout out to Asia, But
Love you, Asia.
we had you got booked or whatever. But she was like, yeah, she's like, you guys need to get Royal Chief up here. I go, well, you know, I was like, say someone else because he's coming next week.
Yeah, that's funny.
So so you gotta throw the assist, man.
Who needs to be on here? Who I can throw the lob to?
Yeah, you seen the vibe now.
For sure.
Get what we got going on.
Y'all should have Shay Lyric. Oh, that's a name I did mention when y'all asked about them names. Shay Lyric is a name. Shay Lyric, No Limit TC.
Keeps
are
coming
names
back up.
you guys
We gotta
should
have
know.
her on.
But definitely have Shay Lyric on here. And I can, she's.
Didn't we have somebody say that already?
Yes,
Somebody
3
else said
times,
that?
4 times.
Oh, man,
Okay.
You guys gotta have
no. Hold on. We gotta, hold on. Because we're gonna get her.
Yes.
We're gonna get her.
We
I think Asia said it, but throw us one more. Because we're getting her.
No Limit TC is another one.
Oh, I haven't heard him.
Yeah, we did.
No
He was on Danny Haydom's.
Oh,
Yeah.
That okay. Yeah.
I want to get him
that's
set because he's hard.
He's one of the most talented dudes out here, man. No Limit. And like I said, I didn't think of them when y'all asked that question, but them two is super cold.
Nice.
But yeah, get Shay up here next, man.
We're gonna get it. Yeah,
Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Work
Hell
on
yeah.
that.
I will.
It's gonna
I
be
got
easy,
you.
man.
I got
Just
you.
Tell them Chief sent you.
Bet. Say less, then. We'll link it up with But as we wrap it up, man, tell the people where they can find you at.
You can find me at The Royal Chief on all platforms.
Checking the bio.
Checking the bio, you know what I'm saying? You can Google The Royal Chief, YouTube,
He pops
Spotify,
up everywhere.
everything. Yeah, if you
But there'll be links for all his music, Spotify, Apple,
Yes.
all the good stuff in the description.
just type in The Royal Chief, I will pop up.
There we go.
And he
y'all.
smiles too.
I do.
Smiles.
Yeah, he doesn't look hard like some of these other guys where they're trying to put on an image. He's
I'll be chilling,
happy
man.
to be doing what he's doing. I love it.
Very happy, dog. Blessed.
There you go.
Love
There
it,
you go.
love it.
Well, there y'all have it, man. I'm your boy Snow.
Danny
Danny
Slab.
Slab. Royal Chief, man. Till next time, y'all.
I'ma give them what they want. She gon' give me what I want. I'ma give them what they want.